A couple of weeks ago, I made a video about how I propagate potatoes, and then I'm doing something a little different this year, and you can see them growing right here in front of me, where I'm cutting them into quarters with at least one, but preferably two good eyes, and then I'm planting them in the soil. I just kind of push them in the top with the side that I cut face down, and it kind of scabs over. I did not wait for these to scab over or cure them, which is where you set them out after you've cut them for 24 to 48 hours. I just put them on top of some nice soil. I use the organic Jiffy seed starting mix. I don't use it for anything special. I use it specifically because it is such good potting soil to start seeds, because look at this, how fine it is. It does not have any kind of giant sticks or bark in it. I don't have to worry about that with some compost you do, and it's really hard to start it in smaller cells. So that's why I use it. It's a little bit more, I think it's $6 or $7 for a small bag, but for me it's worth it. And it saves me from having to do any extra work of straining my plants, soil, or anything else before planting, because honestly, I don't want to do the extra work. So here's where I started them, and you can see some of them that aren't doing a whole lot. So this is basically how it started, with a little sprout here. I left them exposed to the sun because if you don't know, when potatoes are exposed to the sun, they turn green, and that's when they really start to show. However, you don't want to eat a green potato because it can actually make you really sick if you eat at least a pound of them. And honestly, that's easy to do if you're someone like me. Although they're a little bitter, so I'm not sure why someone wouldn't eat a green potato if they didn't have to. And so this is where they're just kind of starting out, not a whole lot of growth, and then some that are kind of taken off a little bit. And let me show you down here, because I have a whole lot. Now, if you notice, the soil is kind of dry, and that's because I only water them about once a week, if that, because potatoes will rot if they're watered too much. And that's going to change as we enter more of a dry season. However, these trays I got years ago from Bootstrap Farmer allow me to just put water down here and they'll soak up through the bottom. So that really works out. What you can't see going on in these potatoes is that there are actually roots all underneath them forming, and they go from all these different stages. You can see so many different stages here, all the way up to this bad boy. Look at that. And this is what I want to see when I'm about to pot a potato plant. That way I can see exactly how big it is, that it's already growing. I don't have to worry about if it's going to be a dud or not, or try to remember where I plant my potatoes in the bed. I can see the little plants, I can pop them in there and ensure that I at least had a plant in there. So if something happens and that plant disappears, ants eat it, it gets some kind of infection, potato bugs, anything that could possibly happen to it, I'm gonna know, because I had a plant there and now it's suddenly gone. And if you notice down here, every single one of these plants have sprouted, and up here, same thing. I don't have a single one that doesn't have a sprout on it. Even the ones with less have sprouts on them. Check that out. So it's kind of cool just to watch how they develop, because they're all slightly different. And honestly, I don't remember the exact variety of potato this is. I got them, from my local feed store, and just said red potato. So I don't know, but they were more of a purpley maroon color when I got them, and as they've grown, they've gotten kind of muted in color. So that is what it is. So this one I've already kind of taken out of the pot, but I want to show you what the roots look like. It'll probably be funny with me trying to dump it out with one hand, but here we go. So you just literally have to dump them out. If you don't water them for a day or two, they pop out really easily. And then you can kind of check this out. Look at this. You can see the root system of this potato, how it's grown. It's just from one of the eyes popped up and started producing this little plant, and it looks like this will actually have another plant right here at this eye. And then this is it. It produces all of these roots below, which is really cool. Now, I'm not going to plant this just yet because, well, the garden bed that I'm planting them in doesn't have any soil in it yet. It's just sitting there empty. And I don't have the funds quite yet to purchase soil, which is okay. The problem is that I live in southeast Texas, and I'm on the coast, and it's going to get hot really quickly, and this type of potato doesn't grow well in the heat. Only sweet potatoes do. So what I'm going to do is find a place, fill the soil probably in a week and a half or so, get these popped in there so that they can go ahead and grow as much as possible before the summer heat completely kills them off. And honestly, I don't know how much of a potato harvest we'll get. I think in the future, I'll definitely be growing potatoes in a more shaded area when I get a bed set up there. But I think this is actually a pretty cool way to show off exactly how this is working. And I promised that I would do an update on potatoes. So that's it. That's how these little potatoes are coming along. I know it's just a silly little hack, but honestly, I feel like it is a game changer for me, especially where I have fire ants or other insects and animals that will just come in there and dig up my potatoes before they even get a chance to grow, or the ants will just tunnel through them. So this is something that I wanted to try, and honestly, if growing these works as well as starting them has, I'm going to have a great potato season this year. And I hope with the help of this video, you guys do too.